Have you ever felt like your brain is foggy, and you just can't think straight? Do you sometimes struggle to pay attention, even when you want to? Well, guess what? You're not alone. Today, we're going to learn some super cool tricks to help clear up that brain fog and sharpen your focus. And the best part? It only takes 10 minutes. So, are you ready to give your brain a mini workout? Let's dive in. What is mental clarity? First things first, let's talk about what mental clarity means. Imagine your brain is like a big glass of water. Sometimes, that water can get all cloudy and murky. That's kind of what it feels like when our minds aren't clear. Mental clarity is when the water in that glass is crystal clear. It means you can think easily, make decisions without getting confused, and remember things better. It's like having a superpower for your brain. Why is focus important? Now, let's talk about focus. Have you ever tried to catch a butterfly? It's not easy, right? They keep fluttering away just when you think you've got them. Well, sometimes our thoughts can be like butterflies too. They keep flying around, and it's hard to catch just one and pay attention to it. That's where focus comes in. Focus is like having a special net that helps you catch those butterfly thoughts and keep them still for a while. When we can focus, we can do our homework faster, learn new things more easily, and even have more fun when we play games or sports. It's a pretty awesome skill to have. The 10-minute mental clarity boost. Okay, now for the exciting part. We're going to learn how to give our brains a quick boost of clarity and focus. And guess what? We can do it in just 10 minutes. Isn't that cool? It's like giving your brain a quick shower to wash away all the foggy, cloudy stuff. Finding a comfy spot. First things first, we need to find a comfy place to sit. It could be a chair, a cushion on the floor, or even your bed. The important thing is that you can sit up straight without feeling uncomfortable. Imagine you're a tall, strong tree with roots growing deep into the ground. That's how you want to sit. Taking deep breaths. Now, let's start with some deep breaths. Breathing is like magic for our brains. It helps calm us down and gets us ready to focus. Take a big breath in through your nose, like you're smelling a delicious pizza. Then, breathe out through your mouth, like you're blowing out birthday candles. Do this a few times. It feels good, doesn't it? Closing your eyes. Next, we're going to gently close our eyes. Don't squeeze them shut, just let them close softly. It might feel a bit weird at first, but keeping our eyes closed helps us pay attention to what's going on inside our minds instead of getting distracted by things around us. Noticing your body. With your eyes closed, start to notice how your body feels. Can you feel where you're touching the chair or cushion? How about your feet on the floor? Maybe you can feel your hands resting in your lap. Just pay attention to these feelings for a little while. It's like giving your body a little checkup. Focusing on one feeling. Now, let's pick just one of those feelings to focus on. Maybe you want to focus on how your back feels against the chair. Or maybe you want to pay attention to how your legs feel. Whatever you choose, just think about that one feeling for a little bit. It's like shining a spotlight on that part of your body. Paying attention to breathing. Okay, now we're going to do something really cool. We're going to pay attention to our breathing. Don't try to change how you're breathing, just notice it. Can you feel the air going in and out of your nose or mouth? Can you feel your chest or tummy moving up and down? Just watch your breath like you're watching a movie. Counting breaths. Here's a fun game we can play with our breathing. Let's count each breath. When you breathe in, that's 1. When you breathe out, that's 2. Keep counting until you get to 10, then start over at 1. It's like counting sheep, but with breaths instead. Dealing with distractions. Now, here's the tricky part. While we're trying to count our breaths, our minds might start to wander. You might start thinking about what's for dinner, or remembering a fun game you played yesterday. That's okay. It happens to everyone. When you notice your mind has wandered, just gently bring it back to counting your breaths. It's like training a puppy. Every time it runs away, you gently bring it back. noticing the stages of breathing. Let's try something a bit different now. Instead of counting, let's pay attention to all the different parts of breathing. There's the breathing in part, then a tiny pause, then the breathing out part, and another tiny pause before it starts again. Can you notice all these different stages? It's like watching a mini movie of your breath. Letting your mind roam. For the last minute, we're going to do something that might sound strange. We're going to let our minds do whatever they want. If thoughts come, let them come. If they go, let them go. It's like giving your mind a little playground to run around in. Coming back to your body. Now, let's start to come back to the room. Notice how your body feels again. Can you feel where you're sitting? How about your hands and feet? Slowly, gently open your eyes. How do you feel? A bit calmer? Maybe a little more focused? Why this works? You might be wondering why we just spent 10 minutes breathing and thinking about breathing. Well, it's like giving your brain a mini vacation. When we focus on our breathing, we're practicing paying attention to one thing at a time. This helps our brains get better at focusing on other things too, like homework or games. Also, taking deep breaths helps calm our bodies down. When our bodies are calm, our minds can think more clearly. It's like clearing away the clouds so we can see the sun. When to use this technique? The cool thing about this 10-minute brain boost is that you can use it anytime, anywhere. Here are some times when it might be really helpful. Before homework. Do you ever sit down to do your homework and feel like your brain just doesn't want to work? Try this 10-minute exercise before you start. It can help clear away the cobwebs in your mind and make it easier to focus on your work. Before a test. Tests can be scary, right? Sometimes our brains get so nervous that we forget things we know. If you do this exercise before a test, it can help calm those nervous feelings and make it easier to remember what you've learned. When you're feeling stressed. Sometimes, life can feel a bit overwhelming. Maybe you had an argument with a friend, or you're worried about something. This 10-minute exercise can help you feel calmer and think more clearly about how to solve problems. When you need to be creative. If you're trying to come up with ideas for a story or an art project, this exercise can help. By clearing your mind, you make room for new, creative ideas to pop up. Before bedtime. Having trouble falling asleep? This exercise can help calm your mind and body, making it easier to drift off to dreamland. When you wake up. Starting your day with this exercise can help you feel more awake and ready to face whatever exciting things the day might bring. Making it a habit. Now, here's the really important part. To get the most out of this awesome brain-boosting exercise, you need to do it regularly. It's like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't just brush them once and expect them to stay clean forever, right? The same goes for your brain. Try to do this exercise every day, or at least a few times a week. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And the better you get at it, the more it will help your mental clarity and focus. You might want to ask a grown-up to help you remember to do it. Maybe you can do it together. It can be a fun way to spend time with your parents or siblings. Wow, we've learned so much today. We've discovered what mental clarity and focus are, why they're important, and how we can improve them with just a 10-minute exercise. Remember, improving your mental clarity and focus is like any other skill. The more you practice, the better you'll get. So don't get discouraged if it feels a bit hard at first. Keep trying, and before you know it, you'll be a focus superstar. Thanks for watching this video on how to improve your mental clarity and focus in just 10 minutes. If you found it helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want more cool tips and tricks for keeping your brain healthy and happy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the notification bell too, so you never miss a new video. Share this with your friends and family who might need a little brain boost. Until next time, keep those minds clear and focused.